Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to see a new topic in artificial intelligence, the temporal models. The tempo the temporal model is an important question that will come under second part of your fourth unit. So here the temporal model and hidden Markov model, these two questions are very important. Now we are going to see the temporal models in detail. Temporal models. The word temporal means temporary. So, the agent is working in temporary models. The agent in uncertain environment must be able to keep track of the current state of the environment just as logical agent must. So here the agent is working in uncertain environment. The environment is not constant. So this is uncertain environment. So it is very difficult to keep track of current state because the environment will change time to time. So the agent have to maintain the current state of this environment. So this work is very difficult because we are observing only the partial data or noisy data. Why? The environment is uncertain over time. So time to time the environment will be changed. So the agent will be obtained only the probabilistic assessment of the current situation. We cannot get the exact value. So the probability assessment of current situation only we need to compute by using the temporal model. There are two sections in temporal model. First one is time and uncertainty. The second one is inference in temporal model. So here in time and uncertainty there are again two sections. First one is states and observation. Second one is stationary process and the Markov assumptions. First we are going to see what is time and uncertainty in the temporal model. The first one is time and uncertainty. Uncertainty means we are working in uncertain environment. So time to time the agent state will be changed. So changing the world is modeled. So the environment is uncertain environment that will change now and then. So we need to model that changing world using random variables. Using random variables for each aspect of environment state at each point in the time. So every time the value of random variable will be changed based on the environment. The relation among these variables describe how the state evolves. And this is the example for time and uncertainty treating a diabetic patient. So here the evidence are recent insulin doses, food intake, blood sugar measurement and other physical signs. So the evidence of your diabetic patients are insulin doses, food intake, blood sugar measurement and other physical signs. So take these to assess the current state of the patient including the actual blood sugar level and insulin level. So we are going to assess only the current state, not the history of the patient evidence. So the current state we are going to assess including the actual blood sugar and insulin level of the patient. Given this information, the doctor or a patient themselves make a decision about the patient's food intake and insulin doses. So by using this we are going to assess the current state of the patient, not from the history evidence. Here the dynamic aspect of problem are essentials. That is, the blood sugar level and measurements can be changed rapidly. It will be based on one's recent food intake and insulin doses and metabolic activities and time of the day and so many things will be there. So based on these things that will be directly affect the sugar level of particular patient that will be changed rapidly. So to assess the current state from history of evidence and to predict the outcome of treatment actions, so we must model these changes. How these changes will be happen? So based on that only we need to give treatment for a particular sugar patient. In time and uncertainty, two sections are there. First one is state and observations. Second one is stationary process and the Markov assumptions. First, let us see what is states and observations. So first one is state and observations. The process of change. The process of change means changing the environment. May be viewed as a series of snapshots. Snapshots means temporary results. Describes the state of the world at a particular time. So during the particular time, what the environment, how the environment is, and what are the results will be. Everything we need to view. So each snapshot are time slice. Each snapshot means a temporary results or a particular time interval how the environment will be, that will contain a set of random variables, some of which are observable, some of which are not. So each and every time shot we need to observe the environment, and during that time the value of those random variable will be assigned. The values may be observable sometimes, and sometimes we cannot observe those random variables values. Here we will assume some set of variables are observable, some set of variables are not observable in each time slice. Here xt, capital Xt is set of unobservable state variables at time t, and capital ET is set of evidence variables. These are unobservable variables and these are evidence variables. The observation at time t is capital ET equal to small et, where the small et is set of values for these evidence variables. Let us see one example for this state and observation, umbrella and rain. Suppose you are a security guard for some secret underground installation. That is, you are sitting in underground and you cannot see anything the outside world, what is happening in the outside, and you want to know whether it is raining today or not. How do you know? Because you are in the underground. Your only access to the outside world occurs each morning when you see your director coming with or without an umbrella. If your director coming with an umbrella, then you can assume there is raining in outside. If the director coming without umbrella, then you can assume there is no rain outside. So here for each day means every morning t. T means time. A set et. Et means observable evidence variable that we have already seen, which contains a single evidence variable ut. So we are going to observe the environment by using the only evidence ut. Ut means umbrella, whether the umbrella appears or not. And the set xt. Xt means unobservable state variable. Unobservable state variable which contains a single state variable rt. Rt means rain during that time or not. So whether it is raining or not. Hence we can assume et equal to ut. Et means evidence variable. Here we are having the evidence variable is umbrella during that time, and xt means unobservable state variable which is assigned to rt. Rt means raining or not. So if et is true, evidence variable is true, then xt is true. Xt means unobservable state, that is, if umbrella is true, then raining outside is true. If umbrella is false, then raining outside is false. So we are going to observe only the current state of the environment. Whether if umbrella is present, then we can assume raining is outside. And here the interval between time slice depends on the problem. Based on the problem, the time slice may be different. For diabetic patient, so monitoring the patient, a suitable interval might be an hour rather than a day. We generally assume a fixed finite interval. This means a time slice can be labeled by integers. we will assume that evidence start arriving at t equal to 1 rather than t equal to 0. Hence our umbrella world is represented by state variable R0, that will be R1, R2, R3 and etc. and the evidence variables U1, U2, U3 and etc. We will use the notation A colon B that denotes a sequence of integers from A to B, and the notation x of A colon B means the corresponding set of variables from xa to xb. For example, u of 1 is to 3 means the variables u1, u2, u3. So in the states and observation, we are going to predict the environment only by using the current evidence variable, not from the historical values of those evidence variable. That means if umbrella is present, then we can assume raining outside. If there is no umbrella, then there is no rain outside simply. That is, the current situation will be predicted only by the current evidence. And next we are going to see the stationary process and the Markov assumptions. So the stationary process and the Markov assumptions. Markov means a scientist name who invented these assumptions. With the set of state and evidence variable for a given problem, we need to specify the dependencies among the variables. Dependencies among the variables in the current state of the environment and the values for those evidence variables. We need to specify the dependencies among the variables. The order of the variable in their natural temporal order. So natural temporal order, temporal means temporary. So in the natural order only we need to specify the variables. Since cause usually precedes effect, so we need to add the variables in causal order. So here the set of variable is unbounded because it includes a state and evidence variables for every time slice. So if time slice changes, the state and evidence variable will be included, so the variable is unbounded. So it creates two problems. First, if the variables increase, then imagine the conditional probability table size. That is, one variable will be increased in each time slice. So the size of conditional probability table will be increased very much huge manner. And second one is, each one might involve in unbounded number of parents. That means, for example, if the current state depend on previous state, the previous state is the parent of current state. Suppose if the state is increased, that is if the time slice increased, then the number of parents will also be increased. So this is the second problem. The first problem is the size of conditional probability table will be very much increased. That is, the combination of variables in the conditional probability table will be increased. And second one, the unbounded number of parents, that is the number of parents will be increased for all the variables. The solution for the problems, first we'll take the first problem. We can assume the changes in the world means environment world, that state are caused by the stationary process. That means if there is any change, then the variable will be changed. If there is no change in the environment, then there is no change in the variable also. That is, the change is dependent on the previous state. In the umbrella world, the conditional probability that the umbrella appears, probability of ut, that is umbrella at the time slide, which is depend on the parents of ut. Parents means previous state. This is same for all time slices. If time slice changed, we will get the new variables. That new variables is depend on only the parent variable. The solution for the second problem is, handling the finite number of parents is solved by Markov assumptions. That is, the current state depend on only the finite history of previous state, not all the history. We are going to consider only the finite number of previous state. This is the simplest form is the first order Markov process. First order Markov process is the simplest one, in which the current state depends on only the previous state and not on any early state. In this example, we can see the probability of xt depends on x 0 to t minus n. 0 to t minus n means x0, x1, x2 up to xt minus 1, which is equal to p of xt depends on only xt minus 1. That is, this particular variable is depend on only the previous state, not all the historical states. The second order Markov process is the conditional distribution, which depends on the two previous states. The two previous states, that is probability of xt, which depends on xt minus 2 and xt minus 1. So two previous states are depended by this current state. So this is the second order Markov process. Second order means the two previous state dependencies. Here two Bayesian network structures to explain the Markov process. The first diagram is first order Markov process and second diagram is second order Markov process. So in the first diagram we can see the variables xt, xt minus 1, xt minus 2, here xt plus 1 and xt plus 2. That is, xt is depend on xt minus 1 and xt minus 1 is depend on xt minus 2. Here xt plus 2 is depend on xt minus xt plus 1, xt plus 1 is depend on xt, xt is depend on xt minus 1. So the particular state is depend on only the previous state, not the entire historical state. For that is, xt plus 1 is depend on only xt plus 1, not all the previous states. So this is called as first order Markov process. And the second diagram explains the second order Markov process. Here the same variables there. Xt plus 2 is depend on xt plus 1 as well as xt. Here xt plus 1 is depend on xt as well as xt minus 1. And xt is depend on xt minus 1 as well as xt minus 2. Here xt minus 1 is depend on xt minus 2 and xt minus 3, and it will go as on. So here one particular node is depend on the previous node and the parent of this particular node, that is this last two states will be depend on the current state. So this is called as second order Markov process. And now we come to umbrella world example. Here there are three rain variables. This is rain t plus 1, this is rain t, this is rain t minus 1, and this rain is depending on the previous day's rain, and today's rain is depending on the previous day's rain. Okay, if yesterday rain is true means the possibility of today's rain is 0.7. If yesterday no rain means today the possibility of raining is 0.3. The percentage will be very much reduced. But the umbrella is fully dependent on the today's rain. See, umbrella is directly dependent on today's rain condition. If today rain comes means the umbrella true is the possibility of umbrella is 0.9. If there is no rain today means then the possibility of umbrella is 0.2. Okay, so the rain is dependent variable and umbrella is depending only on the current rain variable. So in this class we have seen the temporal model. Under this time and uncertainty, there are two sections in time and uncertainty. First one is states and observations, second one is stationary process and Markov assumptions. Now this is the question time. I'll ask only two questions here. First one is define temporal model and second one is what are the different types of Markov assumptions. Student, write your answers in the comment box, and in the next class we will see the inference in temporal model. Thank you all of you.